In any family law case where you have minor children, you're gonna have to deal with the issue of child support. Now, I have other videos where I dive in as to what the court uses as far as factors to determine the child support amount. But in this particular video, I want to address what are the legal obligations of child support, consequences of non-payment, what are some legal actions you can take to enforce your child support order, as well as what to do if you find yourself in the area where you haven't been receiving the support that you were once ordered to receive. Hi, I'm Sina Mohajer with Mohajer Law Firm. We specialize in family law, estate planning, criminal defense, and personal injury. In these mini-series, I like to tackle complex legal issues and try to simplify it for our viewers in order for you to have the knowledge and know-how on how to handle your legal situation on your own, or perhaps to answer some of those questions that have been lingering around. So if you like the contents of this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you're always informed of any new videos being posted. And without further ado, I welcome you all to our new mini-series called A Walk in the Park. So what are some legal obligations of child support? Well, there's a difference between voluntary and court-ordered or mandatory child support. If it's voluntary, then there's no enforcement really you can do to make sure that you're receiving that amount every month. But if it's court-ordered, it's mandatory. And the state has such an interest in making child support mandatory is because they have an interest in the financial stability of those children. They don't want that financial burden to fall on tax-paying dollars, and they want to make sure that the other parent is pulling their weight. It's so important for the state that they've created an entity called the Department of Child Support Services. Their sole purpose is to ensure that child support is ordered and it's being enforced. So what are some consequences for non-payment of child support? Well, like I said, DCSS gets involved. So they have the ability to suspend driver's license or revoke passports until the child support amount is paid. They can seize tax refunds that are coming in and be able to put their hands on it to be able to cover any amount that is previously owed, as well as there is a potential of filing a contempt motion. When you file for a contempt, you're basically alleging to the court that the other parent is violating a court order, which is violating the law. It becomes a quasi-criminal action where the other parent can be facing jail time or a fine. So what are some legal actions that you can take in order to enforce your child support? Well, wage garnishment is one. A wage garnishment is where the court makes an order and it's sent to the payor's employer. The employer is then obligated to withhold a certain amount after every pay period to ensure that the child support is being paid on time. Now, there are laws in place where an employer cannot take or seize more than 50% of the paycheck, but normally that's more than sufficient to cover your child support obligation. Another legal action is also to petition the court and levy or place liens on certain assets of the payor in order to ensure that you're able to collect your child support. Now, what do you do in the event where you are not receiving your child support and you're owed this amount? Well, one thing to do and always do is document everything. Keeping a journal is always a great idea to ensure that you don't forget what months, how much you received or how much you didn't receive in order to be able to show this to the court at time of your hearing. By having your evidence in place, it just allows a smooth transition. Another thing you can do also is contact a seasoned family law attorney. Attorneys understand the resources available or tools available to get into court and get you the orders that you want and potentially avoid any costly mistakes that you might be having to do on your own. And it also ensures the financial stability of your kids. After all, kids are expensive, and so we want to make sure that we get a proper and fair child support order, and we make sure that the other parent is paying. So if you have questions about your particular case, I welcome you to contact our office. I'm happy to sit down with you one-on-one to discuss your strategies or what options you simply have available to you to ensure the financial stability of those kids.